What is up, guys? How's it going? We are live. Zach Ginn here, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make six figures in your first year in wholesaling real estate. That's right, guys. I am super pumped up for this one because honestly, I know so many people right now want to make six figures in wholesaling real estate, and they might not have the tools or really the know-how to do it. So in this video, I'm really going to show you how to do it. And I decided I could have did a recording and kind of released it like this, but I wanted to do something where it was live, where I can interact with you and really try to break some of your limiting beliefs that you have on why you can't make $100,000. And really what I want to give you is my action plan and really ways for you to make 100K this year in wholesaling real estate. So I'm super pumped up, guys. So remember, before we get into it, like usual, remember, you need to smash that like button and subscribe. And you guys need to comment something. Let me know what market you're in or any question you have. It means a lot, and it helps me help you guys out in your real estate wholesaling business. So let's get into it. Let's wait for some people to hop on here, and let's get going, guys. Like 100K a year is easily obtainable in wholesaling real estate. You just have to have the right know-how and really know what you got to do in wholesaling to get things done. So let's go over here and let's break the numbers down. So $100,000 this year in wholesaling real estate, that breaks down to $274 a day, $19.18 a week, or really $9,600 a month. That is literally all you need in profit to net 100K a year in wholesaling real estate. It's not complicated, guys. Making 100K per year, six figures, all you really need to do is make $9,600 a month. That's as simple as it should be. And it might be stressful for you guys. You might think, Zach, that's a lot. Like that's honestly, I might not even got my first deal yet. What should I do? So pretty important that we break this down as simple as possible. It really breaks down to doing one deal per month. That's it. It's not complicated. Maybe do two deals one month and zero the next one, but the average needs to be at least one deal per month. If you can do one deal per month, that'll change the game for you, change your life in wholesaling real estate. Because once I was able to start netting six figures a year, the game started shifting. It started to go from how can I make six figures a year to seven figures a year? And then that challenge grows to 7 to 8, things like that. But that is the point. The hardest, in my opinion, to get, the hardest place to get in wholesaling is that $0 per year to 100K per year. That 6 to 7 figures, that's easy. I mean, honestly, the system's already in place for it. You just got to add some employees and get some delegation going. It's pretty simple. Read a couple books, but from 0 to 100K, that's where a lot of the legwork has to be done. That's where a lot of the hustle, a lot of the grind has to be done, because from going to 6 to 7 figures is not grind or hustle. It's really more about capital and time. So that's why I focus so much on this channel, bringing you from 0 to 100K, because it's the hardest one out there. Once you start doing that 100K, it's a lot easier to get the trains going and really get traction going in your wholesaling business. So I'm pretty pumped up for this one. Let's see here. Ready? Please tell. Hey, I'm in California in the Central Valley Suite. Fluffy Luck says the math's not right. All right, cool. I got a bachelor's degree, so I don't have to go back to school anymore. But let's see what the numbers were. 100K. About, yeah, I mean, let's see here, 96. Yeah, I mean, I guess you need an extra $100 on there, but I guess my number was wrong. You're right. Asheville, what's up? What's up? Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Let me do the math. Did I do that math wrong though? 100,000 divided by 365. Yeah, 270. Yeah, I was off by 10 cents. Sorry. Hey, Zach, my question is about EMD. If the buyer puts down, say 1,000, let's say back out, get 100K, the company or the seller. I would say right now, if the buyer puts down 1,000, if they back out, who gets the $1,000? You should get it with your assignment contract. So let's get into it, guys. I got a quick couple questions. I want to help some people out really quick. They needed it. We got some people from Greensboro in here. Everyone trying to get a deal, but everyone is getting listed by an agent. I'm here to break down all this stuff. I'm telling you, like with listing agents, it's all about It's honestly the saturation. So before we get more questions in there, guys, this is going to be some Q&As also, but overall, let's get things going. So really need a deal a month. That's really what it is. Like roughly the average deal should be 10K. So that should cover you more or less if you want to net it. So let's do a deal a month. So there's really, there's 4 different types of ways you can really get the 6 figures going. And there's really going to be 2 ways to do it. Are you going from no budget, or are you going from some budget to get your first real estate wholesaling deal? What is your more or less guide to do it? So let's say you got $1,000 or $2,000 a month. You want to do the ad spend to really start netting 100K. It's a lot easier to do than if you're going to do it from no budget. And yes, I made it a little harder on myself today. I decided, Zach, let's teach people how to go from 0 to 100K with no money or no budget. Oh, shoot. Here we go. How am I going to be able to do this? So there's really 2 ways to do it. In my opinion, really, if you're going to do it for free, government lists are the place to be. That is the place to be. If you ever watch Seinfeld, that's where they do the little pool room, the place to be. You need to be on government lists. If you have no money for wholesaling real estate, you need literally just be focusing on government lists and truepeoplesearch.com and Google Voice. Those 3 platforms is the way for you to make 100K this year in real estate wholesaling. That's it for 2021. You guys are watching this. I don't know in the future how much you guys are watching this or not, but in 2021, I'm going to say this a lot. You only need 3 things to make 100K this year. You need government lists, truepeoplesearch.com, and then Google Voice. I don't care about the stir shaking, the Trace Act. That is all you need this year. This year to make 100K. That's it. Make 10K a month. That's all you need. So that's how it works. That is how government lists should work. So that's literally what you got. So a government list, probates, code violations, fire damage, but yes, it's got to be your local county that does it. So yes, divorce list could technically, I would not put that in that category because I like pulling divorce lists like in bulk because it's a little more difficult to do. Water shutoffs, utility shutoffs. Those are the type of government lists that I think you guys should be going after. They are absolutely amazing and technically vacants, but you got to use more or less a service to get that. So really any list you can get from the government that would put any motivation going. Credit card debt lists. There's actually services out there to do low credit with age, like differences on there. Like these are the lists you need to do. Also, if you have no money or you have some money, I would 100% recommend you start driving for dollars. Driving for dollars, if you have the gas money, is another way to do it. And I would cold call that list. Why do you see the big theme here on cold calling? It's like, why aren't you saying, why don't you do a bunch of direct mail or a bunch of probate mailers or like other type of marketing strategies or like RVMs? I'm telling you, keep it simple, stupid. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Cold calling is one of the best ways out there because it's free. You're gaining knowledge actually talking to sellers. You're learning actually how to talk to sellers while cold calling. That's why I love cold calling, especially when you're starting out. You're going to need as many acquisition skills as possible, and learning how to cold call will help you so much. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Free cold calling is what we're going to have to do, especially starting out when to make 6 figures with no money. We're going to have to learn free cold calling and free skip tracing. And my favorite part, we're going to smile and dial. Smile and dial. That is what it's all about. I'm telling you right now, if you have some money, there's some different things we can do. So let's break it down. So obviously, everyone knows I'm a big believer in free cold calling and free skip tracing and free calling of those government lists and niche lists like that. Everyone knows that. But what if you have some money? So if you have some money, we got some more things we can do. We can do SMS text blasting, which is not dead. We're going to have to get a lot more niched in there. But SMS text blasting is still one of the best ones out there. So that's one I would 100% recommend. Triple line dialer. I would say a triple line dialer is the best investment you can make, especially when you're starting out with like $100 a month. It will just so much more efficient with your cold calling time. I would really invest in triple line dialer if you had the money. Do I have no money? Hey, no worries. Keep going on the regular Google Voice there. Trying to create a team or hiring a team for driving for dollars. I think that's an amazing investment. When you're really starting to make the 100K, every dollar you spend on marketing is so precious that you have to get the best ROI possible. So the best ROIs when you're spending your money on marketing is definitely going to be SMS, triple line dialer, and driving for dollars for a team. Triple line dialer, I would say, is the number one investment you can make when you're starting out with like little money that you maybe get a deal or two. seeing if you can scale a team at maybe 10 to 15 bucks an hour for drawing for dollars that they know, and then get into SMS text blasting. That's what I would do. Mailing to probates it's an honorable mention, but it's not like the greatest one out there. But I would say mailing for probates is a really good one too, but you got to test. I'm going to say this a million times on the bottom. Do on the bottom here. Test. I wanted to change the way you guys are looking, but test. You won't know, or I won't know what's working in your market. You can go give me a question here on here and say, Zach, does this work? Does this guys? I'm not in your market. I'm not in Northville, Iowa right now. I don't know what's going to work. I don't know if SMS is the way to go there or cold calling vacancies is the way to go. You guys are going to have to test out different free marketing strategies to see which list works, what type of marketing is going to work, and even if driving for dollars even works. Driving for dollars sometimes doesn't even work in a market. So you're definitely going to have to look everywhere and see what you can do. But overall, I would say testing is super important, and it's one of the most important ones to do out there. All right. So let's see here. Next one here is if we have some money and we actually want to start pulling lists for cold calling. Let's say we actually have money to spend to pull list on like listrei.com, listrei.com. Then we start paying for some lists. So the number one ROI I could tell you when you're investing and actually pulling lists would probably be the vacant list in your county. The next one is we want to cross-reference that. So we want to make sure we have high equity also. So that's what I would say, high equity. Divorce list on listrei.com is really good. You can actually pull water shutoffs from listrei.com. It's kind of crazy, but you can. The one you can't do from PropStream or listrei.com is fire damage properties. We need to go to our local fire department. If you have no money at all, this is what I need you to do. No other YouTubers talking about this because they can't make money off of you doing it. So that's why I want to give it to you guys for free. Go to your local fire department and request for all the fire damage properties. Quick gem, if you're able to, see if there's any estimated repair cost of the fire. That'd be huge. Justin Silver was talking about it with me yesterday, and it blew my mind. But because I didn't request that, honestly, we're requesting it right now as we speak. I'm telling you, I'm doing this stuff live. But I give you the stuff really from the trenches and wholesaling. Like, I do this business for real. That's why I give all of this stuff for free, because I don't need your money. I'm just trying to give you what works. And most people can't charge you a bunch of money, especially when trying to make your first 100K. So that's why I do it. Actually, I take that back. There's a lot of $8,000 courses trying to take it, but let's not even start about that. But here's the one gem I can give you. If you're going to write something down today, if your actual goal is to make $100,000 this year in real estate wholesaling, and you want to learn how to do it, this is the one piece of advice I would put on a piece of paper. I would put on the wall somewhere. This is it. Ready? This is the one thing I can tell you. Marketing is easy. The actual way to go find a motivated seller is simple to make 100K this year. It's the action and the actual work that's need to put through. So the plan is easy. It's the actual work that needs to get done to do it is the hard part. Kind of like weightlifting. I love using examples. If you want to squat 500 pounds, it's possible. The plan's pretty easy. Go to the gym every day and squat till your legs turn blue. And then do that the next day and start eating the right foods. And then do it the next day. Eventually, 5-6 years, you'll probably be able to do that. That's hard. Like, doing that's hard. The planning is easy. It's the action that's hard. Now, I think getting a wholesaling deal is way easier than squatting that much weight. But the marketing in wholesaling is easy. I literally gave you the plan. I'm giving you the action plan. It's the execution of that plan you need to do. That's it, guys. Let's talk about acquisitions now, because the marketing part's really easy for me to explain. If you got no money, there's only a certain amount of things you can do. If you have a little bit of money, there's just a certain amount of ROI you can do just to get the best return on your investment. And that's it. But the next part here is acquisitions. And I think acquisitions is just, I literally go crazy watching other wholesaling like YouTube. There's some great YouTubers for acquisitions on wholesaling. There's a lot of bad ones. And there's a lot of people selling courses on it. And I give everything out for free on it. But really, acquisition should be public knowledge. It's just sales. You're just mixing it with wholesaling. And I wasn't the best acquisitions person starting out. I didn't understand the psychology of it, but it took me a bunch of time and I got really good at it. And really, acquisitions it's not an art, it's not a skill set. It really boils down to how well you can connect with people and how well that you can provide a solution to someone's problem. That's really what acquisitions boils down to. This isn't this like a mind altering thing you think about, but that's acquisitions if you want to make 100K a year in wholesaling real estate. You just got to learn how to connect with people, building rapport, and just talking to them and providing a solution, which is our cash offer. Get a contract signed, bring it to a cash buyer, and then sell that deal and make a profit. That's how simple this business is, guys. And everyone loves to make this business super complicated, but I don't think it's that complicated. I truly think it's a business for everyone. You don't have to be the biggest like salesperson ever to learn it, but I think it's super important to do. So when it comes to acquisitions, I'm going to say this so many times because this is stuff that it took me so long to learn that I just repeat it over and over so you don't make the same mistake. But the most knowledgeable people aren't the best like wholesale closing acquisitions people. Go talk to like one of the best closers out there for wholesaling. They're not going to tell you a bunch of building code, like fancy schmancy stuff. Like I walk into an appointment, I probably can't explain half the very important like stuff when it comes to a house. Like I'm not going to see the structuring. I'm just right now learning the true essence of drywall. But like I'm not the biggest like construction handy person out there. I'm literally a finance nerd. So me learning the real estate stuff, I generally know the cost of like replacing drywall, flooring, like general real estate stuff, but I'm not like the most knowledgeable person when it comes to an actual construction of a real estate. And that might be shocking. And you might be a little upset. Like, how is Zach making more money in his business than you if you know more about real estate than me? It's because I know a lot about marketing and I know a lot about acquisitions. You don't need to be the expert for real estate. People aren't going to make a decision to sign a contract with you on how well you know roofing contractors and like building codes from the 1940s and the 60s. I'm going to trust you if you are a credible person. You can prove that you're actually going to buy this property. And most importantly, you can provide a solution to help someone with their issue, with a motivated seller trying to sell the property. That's what it boils down to. But truly, the nicest and most caring people in this situation is the person that's going to get the most wholesaling deals. I can guarantee I go to a closer, and if they are really good, they're going to care about that seller. They're going to care about the situation they're in, and they're going to try to provide a solution. But again, I could say this so many times, guys. Rapport is everything. Rapport. I'm going to say this a million times, but building rapport with the seller is the true connection piece where we can transition to getting contracts signed. This is the part of acquisitions which I don't think a lot of people understand. They see the flashy Rolex, the cool Jordan Belfort sales closing type style. And it's really about rapport. Like you watch The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort's showing the cool little like fishing reeling in someone in, and it's all cool and sexy and stuff. But what you're not seeing in that call, that what Jordan Belfort actually does, is he's spending time on rapport before like the scene even started when they just cut him in, him closing it. It's a lot of rapport being built before that. That's not sexy. It's not movie quality, but really connecting with someone and getting that to the plate where it comes out to closing the sale. It's the hard work, but it's the most important stuff. It's like cooking. Like the cooking part is easy. It's the prep. The prep is the rapport. I'm telling you guys, rapport is everything. I cannot stress this enough. Unfollow me if you don't care about this stuff, but like this is the stuff that's going to get you real estate wholesaling deals. It's not the fancy stuff that looks really cool to sell a course on, but it's the hard truth. You also need to learn how to talk to your sellers. Learning how to talk to your sellers is one of the most important and integral parts of just being a six-figure wholesaler. You're going to need to learn how to talk to someone. Don't be awkward when having a conversation. If you can learn to treat sellers not like more or less as a friend, but not really a friend, but really talking friendly and just having a general conversation with anyone you meet will help you so much. I mean, if you can go just standard to a Walmart or a Publix or, you know, whatever grocery store you got, and if you can just have a general small talk conversation with someone and you actually learn how you can have conversations and build small little connections and small like friendly relationships with people, and you actually learn how that works, you'll get very good at talking to sellers in difficult situations. They'll help you so much. Next here, I'd say is we need to learn how to close. So a lot of people get stuck in the process. So they see me talking about rapport. So all they do is focus on rapport. And then they end up not getting real estate wholesaling deals is because they're bad at closing and they don't know how to close. So yes, rapport, building that connection, talking and really getting them, selling them on your service is great. Your service of buying a property for cash. But if you don't know how to transition that into a real close, you get killed there. That's where I see a bottleneck in a lot of acquisitions processes, especially when people starting out in wholesaling. So yes, you're going to have to learn how to close. So how do you learn how to close? It's really a simple transition. You transition from that conversation, you bring out a pain point. You know, Mr. Seller, I know you're trying to sell this because of your job move and this is very stressful for you and you don't know what to do. What if I was able to provide you a solution? Like how, just imagine, so this is me painting the picture of the seller. If I was able to give you $80,000 and you can walk away, no closing costs, and we can just get this done, how would you feel? That's a close. Like it's not the super crazy like system. Like it sounded like in general, just me talking to you. Really simple, really easy. I'm not forcing it down your throat. I'm just talking to you, and that's how we get our deals. Like it's just as simple as that, guys. Like that's neat. You need to learn how to close. It takes so many of those pitches and sellers in their kitchens, their living rooms, over the phone to actually get really good at doing it, or get to the point where I can go in front of thousands of people here on a live and actually talk to you. But truly, that is one of the biggest differences between getting wholesaling deals or not. You need to learn how to close. And the last part, which I think is the easiest in this market, but I need to go over it still because this is where people, really good wholesalers, really like, I'm not calling you kids because I'm 21. So I can't call other 21-year-old kids because that'd be calling me a kid. So I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to say a lot of people my age or newer wholesalers in general, maybe 70, get your first like getting into wholesaling. They get like a really good contract. They get like a deep, deep discount, but they are literally so bad at cash buyers and finding cash buyers that they don't, literally that deal just gets dead. And I'll probably scoop it up and then go wholesale it and make a bunch of money. So I'm going to help you guys out here. So now we're going to talk about building cash buyers. You need to be building cash buyers every day. And this is the same thing as marketing. I'm going to say this so many times. Consistency is everything in basically the whole wholesaling process. So the whole process that I told you today, consistency is super important. Your marketing, the leads you get in, is directly correlated to how consistent. If you want consistent leads in your pipeline on your Podio CRM, you're going to have to be consistently marketing. Not paying money, but consistently marketing. If you want to consistently improve your acquisition skills, you're going to have to train or go on more appointments or actually just spend time behind a mirror practicing how you're going to talk to sellers. You need to consistently be very good at doing that before you can consistently get very good at closing deals. You got to start practicing closing deals. And the last part here, if you want to consistently get cash buyers, you're going to have to consistently build them. So you guys need to work on building cash buyers every single day. I am a true believer in that. You guys need to be doing that. Post on Facebook groups every single day. Every single day, you need to be posting on Facebook groups to build your cash buyers. Cold call cash sales every single day. I'm telling you, if you have the money for it, cold call cash sales every single day. So when you get the contract, you actually have the cash buyer lined up. You're ready to go. And unless you reverse wholesale. Remember, guys, I'm going to say this. This is one of the biggest revelations I had before I turned into a 7-figure wholesaler is you got to think of it as a business. You need to have a money and a time budget. Those are the most important things when it comes to wholesaling or in business in general. I think time's more important than money, especially when you're starting out, because you don't need any money to get deals, but you probably need time to get deals. So time's probably the most important ones, but you need to have a budget for both. So have a time budget and a money budget. Learn how much money you need to spend for you to get a real estate wholesaling deal, or how much money you have for a budget. If it's zero, put zero down. Put $0 down. Have a time budget, how much time you're going to spend pulling marketing lists, actual marketing, actually cold calling, actually building your acquisition skills. And the part that most people fail at is having a time budget for building cash buyers. That's it. That is the biggest problem I see. And the last thing I can tell you here before we get into the Q&A here, consistency and patience. Those are the two things you need when you're starting out in wholesaling. That will bring you the best results possible. If you expect to make 100K in 2 months when you're first starting out, you're living a pipe dream. Go do drop shipping, do a business that's going to work temporarily and not going to be working for decades to come. Wholesaling will come. Like wholesaling will stay for decades because the actual business is great. There's actual loopholes if they do regulations where you still make money. They're never going to stop the way that I do my business. And that means if I can show you how I do my business, make 7 figures net for our business. So consistency and patience, guys. Two most important ones. Stay consistent in your marketing, your acquisitions, building cash buyers. Learning just how to talk to people in general will help you so much. And patience. Stay patient. Start just getting 1% better every day. That's 365% better every single year, except compound's a little different. But really, it's the compound's amazing. If you're at a level of making $100 a day and you learn how to just Forex that, getting 1% better every day, and then it's 4x. It's insane. Multiply 2 in a calculator, 2 times 1, and then just start multiplying that by 2. It gets compounding like crazy, especially if you're young. Have patience and stay consistent. That is my key here to make 100K a year in real estate wholesaling, 6 figures in your first year. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get going. Let's get some questions going here, and let's see what I can do here. So I got the computer over here. So I might be looking off. I'm looking at questions, but let's see. So let's get back to this question. I'm trying to get a deal, but everyone is getting listed by an agent. Really good one. I would say if they're getting listed by an agent, not our biggest deal. I'm not really too concerned if it's the property is being listed by an agent. That probably means that it's probably not a good motivated seller and they're not motivated enough to go without a realtor. Our deals are motivated sellers. I want them to actually not want to deal with a realtor. I always ask this question. You should probably list the property. If they say yes to list it, they're probably not a good motivated seller. That's my opinion. Zach, thanks for helping us. Thank you so much. You're amazing, by the way. Thank you. Kino Vega says, thoughts about NAR and its restrictions on wholesaling. Oh my gosh. You're going to draw me up a wall. Okay. I'm going to say this one time and one time only. The National Association of Realtors is not going to ban wholesaling real estate. I know some big influencers are talking about it because they're trying to get you to buy their funding program or their coaching program or whatever funding they have or whatever. These are scare tactics. I'm telling you right now, these are absolute scare tactics. NAR, they might try to affect the way wholesaling is being done, but if I transferred my wholesaling business in Illinois, there'd be no effect on me. I would probably be doing a lot of double closings and just another very creative ways to do it. Or I would get private money and start doing deals myself. Guys, the true essence of me making 7 figures a year, those quick $30,000, $40,000 deals, they won't change if NAR decides to ban wholesaling. What they're effectively doing is they're banning the marketing of contracts. So if you do double closings, you don't have to worry about that either because you're actually selling the deal once you close on it. But I'm telling you, NAR is not going to restrict wholesaling. They might have an influence on governments trying to do it, but in essence, they might change the way wholesaling's done. But the true essence of buying a property and selling it for a profit, that's the American way, and it's not going to change. They're not going to change it. I'm telling you, no one can do it. So the influencer that's telling you that, they're still doing a lot of wholesaling deals and still doing a ton of deals because they're not going to affect it. I'm telling you right now. That's it. Zach, what do you think about Omaha, Nebraska market? And also, worst case scenario, you just get your real estate license. It's not the hardest thing in the world. I'm telling you, have you talked to a real estate agent? Some of them are not the smartest people out there. I'm telling you, they're not astrophysicists. It's not that difficult to do. Trust me. If you learn the knowledge of a good wholesaler, knows way more than any realtor. So I might get in trouble here, but talk to the average realtor. I'm not talking about, I have realtors in my family. They are super smart, genius people. But talk to the average realtor. They are not the most, they're not the most knowledgeable real estate person in the world. So it's not that difficult. No knock on any realtors watching this, but the test to pass isn't crazy. Zach, what do you think about the Omaha, Nebraska market? I'm about to skip trace the list. Great market. 600, okay. Maybe do true people search. It's a little small. I've been stepping into that market network. I'm down. Hey Zach, I'm getting going. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. What are you hearing about the Greensboro, Winston-Salem market? I've heard you talked about Jacksonville, Charlotte markets in the past. Greensboro works. A little more saturated. Winston-Salem is still a little more saturated. Trying for dollars works best out there. North Carolina, especially that place. Can you do also with a 1 to 2,000 budget? I would do a triple line dialer. Use that money, honestly, for skip tracing and then for a dialer and probably listrei.com. And then from there, I would probably start cold calling. Maybe hire someone if you can, but that's probably what I'd be doing. Where do you pull these government lists? I'm basically going to use a definition in the word you just said. You pull the government lists from the government. So usually, okay, I'm not trying to be a smart aleck or anything like that, but go to the government. So if you want to pull a water shutoff list, go to the utility department or the water department. Usually, they're all got different names. Usually it's the utility department, and go ask for that list. If you want to learn probates, go to the clerk of the court and ask for the probates. Call or pull it online. Usually they'll tell you there. Those government employees will probably tell you. They'll probably fight you a little, but you can do a Freedom of Information Act if you have to. But overall, you get these things done. Get it from the government. Hi, Zach. I have a great land deal under contract. Sweet, man. But none of my buyers want it, even though the price is great. Do you have any advice on reaching the right buyers for commercial vacant lot? Go to cash sales on commercial vacant properties in your county and start calling. Smile and dial, man. That's probably what I would say. Government list, true people searching Google Voice. Thanks for sharing. Ryan, that's it. That's all. I'm telling you guys, that's all you need here to start getting deals. That's it. I have a cold caller. Do I need a different discovery script or just the regular? I was calling about one, two, and seeing if you're selling. That, honestly, that script works, guys. I'm telling you right now, the script does work. I usually say if they're the owner, and then I ask if they're interested in selling it for cash. That's it. So yeah, it's a little different. I just say if they're the owner, because saying I was calling about 123 Main Street, I just ask for the owner. It does the same thing and eliminates if I get the wrong skip tracing or not. Lets me test the data out. Hey, Zach, I've been wholesaling for 7-8 months now. I have not got my first deal. I only cold call and been doing it every day. I feel like everything I can is nothing happened. Fluffy luck. I need to know more details, bro or gal. Give me details. How long are you calling for? What market are you calling? How many hours are you truly doing it? If I audit you, be real with me. If I audit you, if I sat behind you cold calling, how many hours are you truly cold calling without your phone focusing on getting a deal? What kind of skip tracing are you using and what lists are you playing? I want to know. If you're calling 5 hours a day, Monday through Friday, every single week for a year straight, for 7-8 months straight, I'd be shocked. I need to know. Yes, calling. Sweet. I'm telling you. I'm starting to feel like it doesn't work in my market, but I know that's not true. I need more pay. Dude, I need to know what market you're in, man. I'm telling you, I need details. I can't give you honest advice if I don't have the details. What's a good triple line dialer? ZachDialer.com, ZACH dialer.com. Again, that is ZACH dialer.com. Honestly, they're all the best. Mojo, Zach Dialer is great. ZenCall is decent. Call Tools, they're all really good. I prefer ZachDialer.com because I want you to test if a triple line dialer is good for you or not. So do a 7-day free trial there. If you don't like it, don't use it. Seriously, don't. I don't care. But I want you to test out dialers first, and you can't really test it out. There's a bunch of fees when you're starting out, sign up fees. So batch dialer is the one I use. So ZachDialer.com, ZACH dialer.com. That's how you get the free trial on that one. Do I need a different script for pre-foreclosures rather than scripts like hello, I was calling about a home and I was seeing if you're currently selling? Pre-foreclosures, I would do the same thing. It's a lot harder to do it, honestly. But yeah, you could still do it. Is Vumber a triple line dialer? I don't think so. I use call rail and no single line. So Maybe Vumber changed it. I'm not the expert on Vumber, but I'm pretty sure that's for call tracking only. Do you know it? Check how many wholesaling goes on in your zip code. Yeah, I need to know what market. You can test it out pretty easy. I've checked and found that we have a decent amount of cash transaction. Fluffy luck. Let me know what market you're in, man or gal. Hey, Zach, I hope your day is going great. Dude, my day is absolutely amazing. Like I'm not going to get spiritual on you guys, but if I wake up in the morning and I'm alive and everyone in my family is healthy and all the people I care about me is like healthy and doing good, what complaints do I have in this world right now? So if you ask me how my day is going, it is always going to be amazing. Like literally, it's always great. I'm alive. I get to help people out. And it's amazing. I mean, I have so many people supporting me on this channel. Like, it's like, how can I not be happy and grateful? Like, seriously, it bewilders me how much support you guys give to me, and it changes everything. What market are you in? Knowledge bombs. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to drop as much knowledge as I can. You're in Brevard County. Go west to Orlando. Way better market. You're probably running out of data there because it's a really, really tiny county. I would go north into Volusia or west into Orange, or Seminole County's west there, I think. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm working with my mentor, who I'm working with, took 7 months to make a deal, and now he's making one a month. That's cool. Yeah, I heard some people take 9 months, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Zach, keep it up. You're amazing. Natalie, thank you. You're amazing. Rick P asks, I think it's Rick Perez. Last time I was Rick P. Maybe it's Rick Perez, or maybe. Let me know. How do you feel about rude people, Zach? I get them out of my life. That's just general talk. Rude people, you're going to, if you cold call every day, if you just literally live life, you're going to be in front of rude people. So how do I deal with rude people? I know this is a personal question, or if this is for sellers, but generally in people, I avoid people who are rude because it'll only make you in a worse mood. But for sellers, you ask them if they're interested in selling their property. If they're not interested in selling their property for cash, then I don't want to deal with you. Even if you're a nice guy or gal, I don't want to deal with you because you're not looking to sell your property for cash. My essence radiates awkwardly with strangers, pain but trying. We've all been there. I was always an awkward person starting out. But I just got better at talking to sellers, and I forced myself. My want to make 6 to 7 figures a year in wholesaling real estate and change my life and not be a bag boy was a lot more than the awkwardness and the pain of talking to strangers. I'm telling you, I promise you, I promise you, the more time you spend actually talking to sellers, the more time you put in, it gets easier. It's less painful. I promise you. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you, that's it. No one's really good at talking to people or like get really good at closing by not doing that. Jackson, what's up, Jackson Hawkins? I'm 18 years old and really want to get into real estate. What should I start with? I was thinking microflipping, but you could give me your advice. Let me know what market you're in. I personally would say trying $4 in cold calling right now. It builds up really builds up your skills for talking, and your acquisition skills to do really good. It's free. Microflipping, no, just get wholesaling in your market. Zach, thank you for the things you do. What's your opinion on the New Mexico market? Oops, hold on. It's a lot of comments. I love it. I don't know much about New Mexico. Like, I've seen Breaking Bad, but that's basically it. I've talked to some guys in Albuquerque, and it's a decent market. You can definitely wholesale from there. A little more difficult. Can you wholesale as a minor? Dude, I got my first deal at 17. Yes, you can. You're going to need a parent or someone to help you out there. But yes, you can wholesale as a minor. Yeah, it works. Not a lot of crazy dudes going out there doing it, but I definitely have to test it out and see. Cold calling while watching this live. Oh my gosh. Focus on the calls, but you can always watch this later. This is always recorded stuff. So Zach is back. Good to see you. Bro, I do a video every single day. I'm always here. If I'm not here, I'm on my Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. Do I use PropStream to pull my list? I want to do my first deal in 1 month, pulling at least 500 homes and calling. Yeah, PropStream will do 10,000. How do you find government lists? You go to the government and get them. Water shutoffs, utilities, code violation, the code enforcement office. That's what I do. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Let me know when you do. I do. Okay. Google Voice App for cold calling. It's for calling tracking in general, but yeah, you can use it for it. Realtors have a block on their mind. LOL. That's very true. I'm an agent. Other agents are not that bright. Anissa, you're probably very bright. I'm just saying, like, if you got to learn how to be an agent, it's not going to end the world. Like, NARS just want you to be in their little circle. And if they have the influence to do it, then we'll all get licensed. I'm not licensed, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a realtor. I love to work with wholesalers here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Ever done creative financing deals? I do them on a monthly basis, basically. So I actually love lease options and subject twos. I do more lease options, but overall, they're really good ones. I love doing them. I'm in Houston. What's the best strategy and how would you start if you started all over today? In Houston, Texas, started all over, I'd be drawing for dollars. If I started in 2017 like I did, I would do drawing for dollars. Hands down. Best one. Bandit signs were probably really good for me, but I'd say drawing for dollars. Let's see. I cold call 4 to 6 hours a day. I use batch skip tracing Monday through Saturday. I'm in Brevard's PropStream to pull list and pull a high equity vacant. I'm not going to call you out, bro. If you're calling 6 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, there's not enough people in Brevard County to pull that list, especially for high equity or vacant. So let me go to PropStream right here and just try to help you out. You need a lot. Like, let me test this out. I'm just trying to help. Like, I'm legit trying to help you out here. If I do Brevard County, the whole county. Let me see what I can do. See if I can pull this up to show you guys what I'm doing. All right, we're loading up here for my stupid internet, but it's loading up and we're going to see what the actual list is. Okay. All right, let's go. Vacant. Residential. Single family. Not on the market. Owned for at least 3 years. With, I'll be generous, 50% equity. So you're telling me you spend 6 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, for 7 months straight on a list of 1,600. I'm telling you, like, I'm just saying, like, let's get rid of vacants, and maybe you're at 105. So are you calling 105 all the high equities in there, or you're calling all of them? Because I was trying to be generous on it. Like, if I'm doing the value, so either you're calling a list of 96,000, which would be pretty good, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to understand what you're doing here. Like, I truly want to help you out, but like, if you're saying you're pulling just vacants and high equity, like, are you literally cold calling a list of? Have you cold called an entire list of 100,000 and not gotten a deal, or are you cold calling that list of 12? I need to know to help you out. I'm just trying to be real here. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm telling you, this is the stuff that'll help. Yeah, like, dude, I need to know. I need to know how big your list is. How to how to find owners to LLC or corporate owned properties. Batch does that pretty well. How can I leverage free trials and again despite the stew against the terms? I'm gonna get in trouble here, but that's literally why I give free trials, is because people can stew the terms, and honestly, those people aren't the biggest like fan of it. We might get like $10 if someone does a free trial, but I just use that to pay my editor. So the only reason I do free trial links is because it helps you guys out, and I get leverage with the amount of people I have following me, where they'll actually give free trials where they actually lose money. So number one, I would use, not saying to leverage it, but the best one where you give the most value is $500 for $1. I'm telling you right now, that's like $15 worth of text you get for $1. That's the best one you can give out. Like, they're almost losing what, 14, $15 every time they do it. That would probably be the best one I could tell you. 500 text for $1, smszach.com. Listria.com for 7 days. You get a certain, I think, restriction on it, but you can actually just write down or copy as many as you want. So I don't think it's bad. Also, another really good one here is, where is that other one? Zach Dialer. You could do 7-day free trialer on that dialer. And I think they only check if you're email, but I can't really talk from there. So you get a free trial for the dialer, do the free trial for basically texting. I mean, $1 basically free. And then obviously listrei.com. And you can use a drawing for dollars app on there. So that's what I would say. Chicago, yeah, it's a tough one. I would probably go outside of Illinois and do some virtual wholesaling. What do you think about the market in Merced, California? I'm just starting to wholesale out there. I'm SMS text blasting. I have not heard of that. It's probably not county or something. I would know. San Joaquin County. Oh, it's actually a pretty good one. Let me pop it up here. So it's loading up here. Is that out east? Yeah, I mean, the population's smaller and the price points are actually lower. That's a great market. That in Fresno and that whole valley, killer. Drive for dollars and cold call. Hey, Zach. It's Phil. I have a really motivated lead. We are about 20K off in price. I'm getting really close. I assume you keep following up bill rapport. Meet them in person and get the closing done, or try to meet them in the middle. So give a price so low that it actually matches that 20K for your price, and then meet them in the middle. That's what I would say. This business is survival of the fittest. The longer you keep at it, you'll see much more come your way. I 100% agree. Oh, that's funny. Rick's the big one who really likes reefs, but we got some tanks here in the office, so he likes it. But yeah, it's funny. Do you mention the owner's home is on a mortgage sale or pre-foreclosure? No, don't. Just make it seem like you just kind of stumbled upon that information came up. Duval County. Yes. If I use Batch or Mojo, do I have to use another service to buy phone numbers from? Batch, no. I think Mojo, I think you buy them from Mojo too. It's been a while with Mojo. I just graded HS. Where do I start? Oh, graduated high school. Start cold calling and drawing for dollars. And also watch all the info on this YouTube channel. How many leads would it take for a decent deal? Like 5 to 10? Yeah, I would say. Depending on the motivation, timeline, offer, what do a sub 2 creative financing on top of cash offers? If they want too much money and they're open to other terms on it, then yes. If there's not a lot of equity, I'll do a subject 2. If they're super motivated, but there's not a lot of equity, I'll do a subject 2. If there is a lot of equity, but they want too much and a wholesale deal doesn't work, I would do a lease option on that one. And then depending on what the deal is, I'd wrap it, maybe sell it, sandwich it. There's a lot of things I can do. Opinion on the Memphis killer market. He said he's seen Breaking Bad. I've watched the whole thing like twice. I love that show. That's all I know about Albuquerque, though. Sorry. What do you know about... I can't tell you. I do Matt McKeever for Canada. Do you use CallRail to redirect incoming calls and voicemails? Yes. I use CallRail for that, and also because I do a lot of direct mail, and I do a lot of the voicemail stuff with it. So yes, I integrate CallRail with that. What do you think about the Iowa market? Just moved into the market virtually. Great market. I'm in the LA Orange County market. What market should I go? San Bernardino and Bakersfield. Hands down, way better. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Hey, Zach, can I privately reach out to you? I want to ask you a market near me without exposing it to the world. Sergio, DM me. I have so many DMs I need to get to, but yes, I'll get to you. Raul, I'm in LA. Feel your pain. LOL. Ontario. I started learning and early thought going to save some money. It's good. I don't recommend you buying for it, though. I think you should do it all for free. That's kind of where I'm at. Hey, Zach, does everyone... Let's see here. Hey, Zach, why does everyone say that we need to tell sellers we're either buying it or have a partner that is? From experience, have you sellers balked at the process of an assignment? No, but they don't like it. But they're okay with you bringing buyers, and they're okay with you actually assigning it, but you got to explain it the right way because they might not understand it. Nice. Zach, I love Florida. I plan on moving there one day. What place in South Florida do you recommend a first-time resident out there near Miami? Dude, Miami's great. I love West Palm. I'm in Stuart, Florida. So I'm on the river here with the office. It's really nice. There's a guy snook fishing over there. Rick's honestly probably snook fishing out. Not near here, but probably by his house. But yeah, I love this place. Anywhere you get by the water and be happy, or the beach, that's what I'd say. Miami's great, though. I love Miami. You do Broward County. I just like Palm Beach because it's got everything. But yeah. What car are you driving? Ooh. Guys, I'm already telling you, I am not like the most... I mean, how do I put this? Like, you don't see a Rolex on me. My biggest flex is my 7-figure wholesaling business. So, what car I'm driving? Murcielago. Just kidding. No, guys. Seriously. I'm driving a Ford pickup truck. That is what I drive. If I got to tow a boat, it's perfect. Like, if I just got to go out and get a property and haul something out, I'll do that. The Ford F-150 pickup truck is amazing. It's a nice truck. I like it. But it's it's modest. I don't put my ego in everything. That's what I do on this channel. And I don't do crazy stuff. I might have an Apple Watch, but like, I don't do crazy stuff. I invest all my money basically back in my business and then into assets that'll pay me money. It's all about long-term wealth of my net worth. That car's not going to be with me in 30 years, but the stocks and the rentals I buy now will be. So I'm literally pouring all of my money into building my net worth, not into cars. I will go on a million rants on it, but once you make the money in wholesaling, reinvest in your business till you got that ready, and that money can be reinvested in there. Start investing in assets that'll help you build wealth. At 21 years old, I know how compound interest works. Be good. Prices of Skywat 300 Hemi. They really are, Rick. What are your thoughts on using Fiverr to Upwork? Fiverr's not the best one out there. I like Upwork way better. All right, type out the, okay. Austin is a little pricey right now. I would do the outskirts county. Yes, Fresno is insane right now. Okay, thank you. Never heard of that market. I would look into it though. There's a lot of wholesalers out there. Let me know. Seattle's tough. Kings County is really tough. I would probably go on the outskirts. I'm trying. I answer every Facebook message live. I promise you guys that. I mean, I answer every Facebook message personally and every DM personally. So at Flip with Zach and at Flip with Rick, I'll actually personally answer them. Here's my problem. It takes a lot of time. I'm so blessed by the amount of people that follow me and support me just on all of my content that I've really been spending my time. I mean, I don't work a lot, but the time I do spend doing this stuff, I'm not the type of guy that's going to work 80 hours a week. I'm sorry. I have people doing all the grunt work for my wholesaling business, and I do this as fun, as a hobby. So when I have the time, I'll go and answer all the messages I can. But it's more efficient if I do it all at once than do like 45 minutes to an hour a day on DMs and messages. So I answer them all. It takes me a while, but I will answer them and I will get back to you guys. But if you want to reach me or answer a question, the comment section here when I go live is the number one way. I'll always find it. I'll always answer it. That's what I'd say. No, you do not need an LLC to start. Let's see here. Zach is capping as a gold. Bro, you see these gold chains right here? I've had these same gold chains. I can show you a photo when I was 14 years old. I've worn the same 2 gold chains on my neck since I was a freshman in high school from the age of 14. I'm telling you, 14 years old, I've worn the same 2 gold chains. I promise you. I promise you. I'll send you pictures. I've been wearing the same 2 gold chains since I was 14. Since ever, like, when I always get in wrestling, I always had 2 gold chains on. That's it, guy. I promise you, bro. Same 2 gold chains. Or you can do it after you make money. Yeah, do whatever you want. What up, Gary? Hey, Zach, I got my first deal. Congrats, bro. Got to put $2,500 away. What should I do with the rest of the money to get my second deal faster? I would probably invest in some systems. Try for dollars, I would say. Use that for that and find people. And what should I just move out of Brevard and wholesale? You need to test, bro. I think you've tested a lot in Brevard, so I would test out Orange and see what happens. You're the coolest millionaire. Thank you, Eduardo. You're sweet, man. Appreciate it. What are the contract templates you can use on Facebook, or can you email? Contract, yes. Just go to www.flipwithrick.com/contract. That's personally the way I would do it. But all right, cool. www.flipwithrick.com/contract is just a free contract that we got. That's what I would use. 1031 exchange taxes. How do I claim cash made? Get with a lawyer or a tax professional. I'm not going to give you legal advice here, but 1031 exchange, that would avoid properties if you're transferring it over to avoid capital gains. So I'd be careful on that one. To avoid taxes, yes, on the capital gain side. I mean, Seattle, Kings County, it's crazy. Like Zach says, let's JV. Remember, like, share. Barbara, thank you so much. On the Phoenix market, is there anything in the surrounding area that would work, or should I just start with virtual? I would probably go virtual, just being honest. When are you going fishing, Zach? Sunset's at 8. So probably 7:55, 7:50, right when the sun's setting. Probably out back here. I got all the rods and stuff. So a lot of Jack Crevalle. The The snook's good. I mean, it's a little windy today, but I'm going to try to go out there on the dock there and see. Caught a really nice jack yesterday, like a big one. I got to show you pictures of stuff. Let me see if I can pull. I just want to pull you a picture of the fish I caught. I didn't take a picture of it, but I'll show you the type of fish. That'll help you guys out. All right. Show the camera. Hold on. Because you guys don't think of fish. Where is it? Hold up. That is a Jack Crevalle. Those are the type of fish we caught. They're huge, absolute monster fish. But you guys are getting me off rant here. Let's see here. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll probably go fishing 750. And then I think the Heat are playing 7:30. So I'll listen to it on the radio while I'm fishing. And then after that, I'll probably listen to the radio while fishing, then watch the Heat basically on TV after. So I finally have playoffs. Killing me. I'm on a single dialer as well. Test out the market first. No, how do you claim taxes on the money you make? I mean, you calculate your profit and then you pay taxes on that, and then you deduct on what you can legally. I mean, claim taxes, there's a lot of tax things you can do. You can, if you make under 150K or under 300 if you're married, on like an 199A deduction. On S Corp, you can do that too. There's a lot of things you can do. I found the LLC the property is under, but how do I find the owner of the LLC? Depending on the state. Yeah, I would say batch would probably be the best one out there. Zach, I trust you much more than most. Thank you so much. What's the point? Some LLCs have really good wholesaling deals, or you want to actually do cash sales. 3 to 4 days, unless you're like a new account, probably. Do the Heat have a chance coming down for the Saturday game? I hope so. If Eric Spoelstra can get things together, hopefully. But this is not a sports YouTube channel. But we'll see after today. I'll know. See how Bam does. Dude, Mac in Georgia, killer market, amazing market. Got a flex. Caught a baby tiger shark. That's sweet. I love tiger sharks. I've never caught a tiger shark. A lot of bull sharks out there in the river too, but you got to be careful. But I also do a little kayaking. Trying to get into kayaking too. Can I start on Zillow? Yes. I do a bunch of lives on it. It's an amazing one out there. How do you buy a house that's been confiscated by the DEA? I'm not an expert on that. Usually the government takes it over, and they usually confiscate it just to take the drugs out, and then from there they'll give it back to the owner. Unless it's that or the owner's a drug dealer, and they might take the property owner. If the government does it, don't deal with it. If they own the property, but if it's confiscated, wait for that to be over and then get it under contract. In the state of Maryland, yeah, I'd use batch for that one. Orange County, or I would do Orange County. But that's it, guys. That is actually how to make 100K in net profits. There's a lot of people asking me a lot of questions about fishing in the Heat today, but I'm not going to get in that big rant. You can always talk to me after that, or we do something else for that. But that's it, guys. I really appreciate it. Making 6 figures net this year in real estate wholesaling is possible. You just need to have the right game plan and execution. And hopefully in this video, I learned about it to teach you the most possible. So I learned a lot like talking to you guys, but you guys need to learn more about really the lessons that I'm trying to show you. It takes execution and a plan to do it. Make a time and a money budget and get going, guys. I really appreciate it, guys. Keep it up. Believe in you guys.